Hey, what's up, guys? Man, yesterday we had a perfect day, 9-0. Yesterday, I also said if we got up to 50 likes, I was going to share all my props for the PRAs and for the shots on goal. Unfortunately, we only hit 30 likes. If we get to 50 likes, I'll share those props today. I'm going to show you how massive that was in the receipts right now. I'm also going to hook you guys up with 2 plays in basketball and then 1 play that I'm really leaning towards, but I'm actually just going to wait a little bit. But I'm going to give you 2 plays in basketball right in this video. So here's the play that I shared yesterday. I said I was going to go with the Lakers minus 3.5. And then I also took the Celtics on the money line. That came through. This was one of the shots on goal. You can see over 1.5. And then the other 1.5, they both hit. Points, rebounds, and assists. That came through for us. Another points, rebounds, and assists. That came through. Then we had some NHL inside the Discord. That came through. Another shots on goal. Another NHL. And then this one I actually talked about. I did say I really like the Celtics, so I took them at a minus 9.5 as well. You can see that they were kind of struggling right there, but they ended up coming back and winning by 14, so they did cover the spread. Another points, rebounds, and assists. And then finally, the other points, rebounds, and assists. So that was a 9-0 day, perfect day. I have not had a perfect day in about over a month and a half, almost 2 months, so it feels good to have a perfect day. That was a big bounce back day. So again, very good, perfect sweep day. Now today is going to be a little bit different. There's actually a lot of players. I'm actually having some trouble here with my software because it's so many players that I have to sort through. I am going to go through it. This is the email that I get every morning, and it sorts out, I think there's like 1,000 props for basketball, and it gives me, out of those 1,000 plus props, it actually just gives me 56 qualified players. I'm actually thinking of offering this if you guys are interested in something like that, where you would get the email on a daily basis. These are, like I said, sorted, but they're not final plays. But you would get the entire list of all the props that I'm looking at. So if you're interested in that, send me a text. Let me know if you're interested in that. If not, that's cool too. But send me a text there and say, hey, I'm interested in the proposition that you said. Now, before I give you the 2 basketball plays, I want to give you some information here. This is how I start the week for football. I start looking at the worst teams. So right here, this is called fading the horrible dogs. So in this example, we're looking at the 30% or less win rate. So basically, for example, these guys, Titans are 8.3% as underdogs. Bengals are 11% as underdogs. Cardinals are 12% as underdogs. Giants are 14%. Jaguars are 23%. Raiders are 20%. And Panthers are 23%. So this is the way I like to start the week, is start looking at these horrible teams, and then I start looking on the other side, who's going against these guys. So, for example, today I'm looking at the Lions already going against one of these teams. I can't remember which one, but I'm going to start doing the research from here. It's Wednesday, and I start looking on even before the first game of the week starts. Now, just to quickly go through this, you can take a screenshot. I'm not going to go through this, but this is the other information we put out there, as well as the in-between data. So strong. Very weak teams are here. Very strong teams are here. And all of these are posted inside the posters inside of YouTube. So make sure you subscribe for that so you can get these fading the horrible dogs. So the first thing I look at here for basketball is I go to the Sharp Edge tool. The link is in the description for that. And on the dashboard for basketball, you see something like this where it gives you the projected scores. And then you can just kind of scroll through them and you'll see like which teams stand out a little bit. And then you can click into each one of these games, and then it'll give you the full breakdown. All right, so for the first play, I'm looking at the Miami Heat versus the Warriors. There's a lot of indications here that the Miami Heat should win this. Like I showed you up here, there's a 3-point difference here on the projected score. The only little questionable thing here is that Hero is out and Adebayo is questionable. However, the line is shifting enough where more than likely this guy is going to be playing. Otherwise, the line wouldn't be this strong. Also, Curry has been questionable for about a week. He sprained his ankle, so he's questionable. They're missing Kuminga and Melton. Another big important thing is that the Warriors played last night, so they're on a back-to-back. And if this guy's already injured and questionable, he's not going to be performing at 100%. Now, if we start looking deeper into this, like I said, the projected score is that the Heat should be winning by 3. And then we go down in here, and you can see how dramatic this is. The line opened up at a plus 1.5. What that means is that the Miami Heat were actually underdogs when this line opened up. Now it's currently all the way up to -6.5. That's a dramatic 7-point move towards the Heat. Also, the Miami Heat have a 62% chance win probability rate. So the first play I'm going to take is going to be the Miami Heat on the money line. I'm not going to risk it to get the spread or anything like that. I'm going to pay the juice. I'm going to take the Miami Heat on the money line. I got one more play for you guys, so stick around for that. I'm going to show you exactly what I showed yesterday as far as the points, rebounds, and assists, and then the shots on goal. So I have not gone through. There's 56 players I have to go through. But once I do, if we get 50 likes or 50 comments, I'm going to give those away for free. So again, guys, you can see right here, this was yesterday's video. We had 30 likes. We did not hit the 50 likes. I did share that the Celtics would win and stuff like that. But again, I'm offering it today. If we get 50 likes or 50 comments, then I'll share all my points, rebounds, and assist props today. I've already gone through the shots on goal. There was only 7 players that I did not like, so I'm not taking those. I'm going to show you one more play, but please make sure you subscribe. 80% of you that are watching this video are not subscribed. Take that second, click on subscribe. I'm going to show you one strong play I also like in the Knicks game. So again, I go right here to my tool, Sharp Edge. You'll see that the projected score for the Knicks is 117 versus the Mavericks 114. Here's a better breakdown of that. You can see, again, 117 to 111 is the projected score. Line opened up at a 4.5. Now it's 5.5. So that's a very slight line move. That's a very slight line move. It's not as dramatic as the Heat game, but there's a lot of other indications. These guys are running on a skeleton crew. It's basically going to be the New York Knicks versus the damn bus drivers over here. Look how many injuries these guys have, especially with Irving being out right here. This guy probable. So they're missing their entire front court. They're going on a skeleton crew here. So another thing to note here is that the public is all over New York, yet the line is still shifting. So the public and the Sharp are agreeing that the New York Knicks will win this game. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the Knicks on the money line. I'm going to pay the juice on there as well. If you don't want to pay the juice for both teams, then I would consider taking the Heat money line and the Knicks money line. I am taking them as straight bets as well. So if you want to do that and bring down the juice, you can parlay them together. I'm paying the juice and I'm taking them straight up on the money line. Last thing I'll share is here the Bulls. The reason they stand out so much is that the line started at a 1.5 and now they're currently at a -2.5. That's a 3, almost 4-point line move. Portland has a lot of injuries. On top of them having a lot of injuries, Portland actually played yesterday, so they're on a back-to-back. And the Bulls played on Monday, so they're rested versus a tired Trailblazer team. And Trailblazers, like I said, have a lot of injuries as well. Not only that, but the Bulls started as underdogs. Now they're favorite. That one I don't like so much, like the Knicks and the Heat, but that's something to consider. Like I said, I wanted to throw it out there. You want to take a look at that, that's up to you. That's something that I'm definitely taking a look at. Let's have another great, perfect day. I really appreciate you guys. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. If we get to 50 likes, I'm going to throw the plays inside the free picks. The link is in the description for that. And like I said, if you want the props thrown to your email every morning, send me a text message here, and then we can talk about that. Thank you so much. Let's have a great day.